what's up? It's your boy Los. LOS, I'm in the building. Yo, I'm at Flava Podcast Studio right now, chilling. Hey, if you want a podcast, we got this place for you. This place is mad dope. You can have up to 1 to 4 people on the mics and cameras. So sign up right there. There should be a link right underneath me or the website to go to flavorpodcaststudios.com and sign up for your podcast. What are you waiting for? You've been thinking about this for a hot minute now. You know, the hottest thing to do right now, honestly, if you own a business, is to have a podcast. Podcast is helping everyone out get more money, more revenue into their businesses. So if you have a business, call us up, email us, go to our website, and let us know that you want to start something. We got affordable prices, so come on, let's get this done. But right now, we have the incredible, the awesome, the fantastic Angel Lopez. Check out my interview with him when I went to Tampa a few months ago. Great guy, humble guy, been all over the world. Man, this man has met so many people. The one person he met was his guy. The one he always wanted to meet was Michael Jackson. And check out the story, man. I'll see you guys on the way back from this video. Gotta go. Your boy, Los. Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Los, LOS, and I am here in Tampa. And I'm with someone that you guys want to hear about right now. You guys will really want to hear about this gentleman right next to me. I know you're not seeing him right now because you see my finger go like this right now. He's right there. He's right there. We're going to talk about the fabulous, the incredible, the only one, Angel Lopez. What's up, Angel? How you doing?
How's it going, Carlos?
Everything's going great, man.
Everything good.
So we're here at your sister-in-law's birthday party.
Yes, it was amazing. It was a great experience. I gotta give props to my brother Charlie. He went through ups and downs, but he got it done.
And you actually performed tonight for Ita.
We did something very exclusive, very unique for her.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of the family members. There's a lot that couldn't make it, but they sent beautiful messages via video. So it was emotional because I know you can't help it, but when you reach that number, you can't help it. I don't want to break it. I don't want to say it.
I hit 50. So I hit 50 last year in October.
Yeah, it kind of gets to you. But I saw a lot of smiles, and that's important for her to see her smile and enjoying herself today.
So it made you emotional.
You can't help but to be overjoyed by giving someone the feeling of joy. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something selfless that we have. I don't know if it's my cultura or what my mom taught us to love and enjoy giving joy to others.
Okay. And for your non-Spanish speaking people, cultura means culture. Just you gotta break it down or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, Angel, what have you been doing for the last 30 years?
I've been working. I've been trying to become relevant to the world out of one of the most impressive gifts that God can give any human being: the art of music, the art of creation, the art of melody and song. And I have done so many incredible things in my career, in my life, and it has gone all in parallel with my personal life as well as my artistic life.
So when did you start? You know what? Let's go back a little bit. We're gonna do some icebreakers. Okay. Like I said, these could be silly. You want to answer them? Go ahead and answer them. If you don't, skip. Okay. So arroz blanco, right? Or Puerto Rican yellow rice? Una habichuela.
Bueno, es que
which one? You gotta choose one or the other.
You got. There's things that you eat arroz blanco because it combina con arroz y habichuela con pollo, arroz habichuela con una chuleta frita. But when it comes to bistec or carne guisada, then you can go to the white or you can go to the yellow rice.
Okay, so you're saying both?
I mean, I'm a rice man. I can't help it, bro. De hecho, yo hago un arroz más posteado, bro, that it's like killer.
You said you make it?
I make it.
You make it. All right.
I make it.
Okay.
I got for many years, you know, my wife was the one in the kitchen, and then all of a sudden I got just the kitchen bug, bro, and I started looking into YouTube and how to make things, and I got good. I make some mean beans. I make really good rice con el pegado, because everybody knows que sin pegado.
He just said pegado.
Pegado. No es con no es rapado.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, because in República dicen con,
Yeah,
pero
yeah.
to us in Puerto Rico es pegado.
Pegado. So, Tom or Jerry?
Man, that is such a great question, because damn, Rat gets away with everything. I feel sorry for Tom. I think Tom should. I'm a Tom
So
guy.
you think Tom's the underdog?
It's like the el coyote, y el correcamino.
Okay.
Like I remember there was an episode when he finally did catch him, and he let him go. You know what I'm saying? It's like the whole series was him trying to get el correcamino, and eventually he got it, and he let him go. You know? So yeah, I'm the guy. I'm the coyote. I'm the
So, how you said it again? I know what you're saying, but I can't say it right.
El coyote y el
The road runner.
Road runner.
That's what he means, the road runner. So, okay, so salsa or merengue?
Woo! Okay, there you're hitting a nerve, because okay, I was raised with the most incredible salseros in the world, from Gran Combo, Ismael Rivera, to Héctor Lavoe, La Fania, but then you have el grupo Conjunto Quisqueya, you have, bro, I don't even know how to explain to you so many, Grupo Manía, Límite 21, o sea, there's so much culture cuando se trata del merengue puertorriqueño, y Johnny Ventura, Los Rosarios, Toño, por supuesto, you know, Elvis Crespo,
okay.
So that, bro, lo que pasa es que yo soy cocolo de sangre. Yo soy cocolo from birth, you know. So to me, there's a lot of salsa, but merengue is right there. You know, it's, bro. Es
So
el
we're choosing
hermano.
both, or we're choosing merengue?
I think salsa will always be here for me, because I have to respect my salseros and where I come from as a culture. Pero los merengueros están aquí, man. To me, it's like it's part. Es el hermano menor para mí de la salsa.
Okay.
¿Me entiendes? Because you can't, tú no puedes ir a una fiesta sin escuchar un round de salsa y romper con un show, una sección de merengue. Mira, yo me acuerdo, había una época en Puerto Rico, there was a moment in Puerto Rico where the song Mami que será lo que quiere el negro was everywhere. To the point where you couldn't, like, you heard it at least 5 times an hour. And I have a vivid imagination of that, and that song was so powerful. That song was, and there was no way that you cannot, like, you know.
Okay.
So to me, it's like it has always fluctuated between the motion of Grupo Manía, and then the Gilberto, and then the Victor, and then the Elvis Crespo, and then it's like it's always been a ladder of excelencia to me. So when you talk about salsa merengue, to me, I'm like, oh, bro, it's really hard.
He's saying both.
In 2023, I did my first merengue.
Okay.
And it was a wonderful experience. The song was released in República Dominicana, and it actually played really good in Santiago. And what everybody tells me was that Santiago is es un público exigente. They're very meticulous. Not everybody gets to play there and gets to be accepted.
Okay.
And I was so blessed to go there and do a song and to get accepted.
Come on, somebody. All right.
So it was cool.
So next question: Batman or Superman? And why?
Well, man, I think it's easy. I think people don't understand that there's a superhero before Batman and before Superman. And to me, that's Jesus.
Come on, somebody.
Because this man gave so much for not just those he loved, for everyone. Batman tends to have a group of people in Gotham. Superman tends to be with Lois. And then everybody just by default kind of protects him. And I don't think that a Superman can protect just one group of people.
Okay.
So I would definitely say Jesus.
You heard that? You heard that? That was awesome. So now that you said that, now I got to test you. What is your favorite scripture?
Bro, Salmo 9:1. Te alabaré con todo mi corazón. y contaré todos tus milagros y llevaré tu nombre al final de los mundos. You know, it's like I feel like there's I don't put them in como está escrito per sí, pero son cosas que lo llevo porque son parte de mí, ¿entiendes? So to me it's like these scriptures are very important. You know, it's like I remember one day somebody told me, no, ayúdate que yo te ayudaré. It's like it's not in the Bible, but it should. Because it really does help.
Okay.
Ayúdate que yo te ayudaré. And God tells you, you know, it's like, I'll help you, but you gotta get up and you gotta do your thing. You gotta move and you gotta do your thing. So to me, that's something that I've always felt like, although it's not in the Bible, it's something that should have been. Ayúdate que yo te ayudaré. Help yourself and I'll help you. You know.
Come on, somebody. You saw that right off the bat. He had one right off the bat. No hesitation. Amen to that. So, what are you doing these days? What is Angel Lopez doing these days? Any concerts or any events going on like right now?
Well, I have a couple of shows. I've been blessed to work a lot in Europe, España, and I've been blessed to work a lot in Las Canarias, Centro y Suramérica, South and Central America. I've been hoping and wanting to work in Puerto Rico, and I have a couple of things that are scheduled, but there's nothing yet confirmed, so I don't like, como dice, salarlo, you know, I don't want to say it and then all of a sudden, you know, but si Dios lo permite, if God permits it, I have a couple of things happening the first months of the year, and then after May, I'll be in Europe doing a couple of things that we already have confirmed. After that, I'm actually hoping to initiate the world tour, Apuro Dolor World Tour, celebrating the 24th anniversary of Apuro Dolor, which was, everybody knows, is one of the biggest songs that I've ever gotten the honor and the privilege to interpret, written by Omar Alfano, one of the greatest Panamanian composers. So to me, it's like, I want to make that happen. I want to find booking agents and representatives that are willing to say, you know what, I can get you 2 gigs here. I want to do Chicago. I can do, you know, let's do Houston. Let's do New York. Let's do LA. You know, but so far, everything that's been confirmed has been overseas, you know, Europe.
You said Spain.
Yeah,
Spain's one of my favorite places. Where's my wife at? One of my favorite places in the world where I want to retire. Okay.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is.
Where in Spain?
We have done Barcelona, and what? Sevilla. We've done Canarias, all 7 islands. I mean, the people there, they love our music. Thanks to I Love Reggaeton, these people, man, I don't even know how. It's amazing what they have done for us. Not only me, but a group of different incredible artists from the retro, from the now and then, you know. And we get up on stage, and there's 25,000 people just screaming and singing along. And we have been since 2021, right? 2021, and we haven't slowed down. So. I mean, it's just been an amazing experience.
This whole entire time.
Hey, it keeps on. Sigue dando fruto. La semilla, that seed that God gave you, keeps on giving you fruit. And as long as you do things right, and you have an ethics code, which is to me, there's something so important to respect the team, to respect the crew, the stage, the sound crew, the people that schedule your flights, to know that you have to be flexible. And all of a sudden they'll never have a problem with us. So they actually encourage the main guy to say, listen, no, we gotta have Angel here, because this guy has no problems with any alterations, with any changes. He's down. So it gives the people and it gives me the opportunity to just bond with no ego, with no financial rough, you know. To me, it's not about the money. To me, it's about the connection, especially now that there's a lot of artists that you see, and it's all about the glam and the bling bling, and they have no talent. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's not about that. It's about singing a song that I know that is gonna emotionally connect to someone. Okay. You know, and I have the opportunity to do that in Europe. I wish I could do it more in Puerto Rico. I wish I could be working more in the US, pero eso viene. So yo estoy tranquilo, because yo estoy, mira, como coco. Yo estoy como Coco. I'm still feeling good. God has graced me with the gift, and I'm still gonna, I'm still knocking.
Okay. So I got a question for you. So who was Angel Lopez at 10 years old?
I was trying to find myself. I was with my sister because I connected more with my sister at that age because she was basically while my mom studied and worked, my sister became my mom. So we traveled through school and we listened and we shared a lot of things, and she became an example because my sister's smart, my sister's bright, and she can dance, she can sing just like me. So I would look up to that, and I would try my best to find a way to continue to do that, to emulate, to the point where my mom ended up doing un grupo folclórico, a folklore group, where we did, we represented Puerto Rican culture and we danced, and my sister, my brother Charlie, we all did it. We all became a part of that, but it didn't take away from the nuance, the evolution, the music, the soul, the house music of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And thanks to my sister, we used to travel and I got to see, what's his name? Oh my God, Jesse Velez. I got to see Jesse Velez in a park where he used to perform in the Volkswagen band that he had, and he would play. And I remember that. I remember seeing the magic of going Friday and Saturday to listen to Frankie Knuckles and Kenny Jam and Jason. What?
Come on, somebody.
This is one of the most important moments in my life. And I'm telling you, we were kids. I was a little kid.
How old were you?
I was about 10, right? We were about 10. I was 8 when we traveled to Chicago. So within that time, we understood. I understood that there was something that I needed to do. I needed to learn English because there were so many things that I was just tarareando. Come on, I want to be started, but to be started. And I'm like, what is he saying? What is he saying? And then I had to learn. I had to learn the English to understand. You want to be studying something, and I fell in love with music, and here I am.
Awesome. So that was around 10 years old, maybe 11.
Yeah.
So who are you at 20 years old?
At 20 years old, I was a father.
Okay.
I was
How many kids you have?
I have 3.
3 kids.
I have
3 boys, girls?
3 boys.
3 boys.
Yeah.
All machos.
All machos.
Okay.
Right now they have made me into 7-time grandpa and the 8th one, the little girl that is coming on April.
Okay.
So they're gonna make me 8-time grandpa.
Wow.
So,
blessed man.
Hey, it's amazing, and I love it because I come from a family of just the big house in Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that big house con los tíos, las
yeah.
tías haciendo las morcillas. You know that like all that vibe.
Everybody's
and I know I'm so happy that for a couple of years I'm gonna hear those little steps coming in around the hall, and I'm gonna hear those cries, and I'm gonna enjoy seeing that Christmas vibe with my grandkids. You know, just a little longer.
At 20 years old, is that when you started doing music, or when did you start doing music?
Actually, when I was 19, before I did my first album professionally, my sister, my brother, and I, we worked as a group, and my sister took it upon herself to just go out, reach out to different people, to give us the opportunity to like do videos or record songs. We were called the Ultimate Touch.
Okay.
We were a small group, and then
out of Chicago.
Yeah. No, out of Puerto Rico.
Out of Puerto Rico.
We started in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And she was very supportive. And I remember that after we would like bust our butts recording and rehearsing till 1 o'clock in the morning, she would wake up at 5 in the morning to go work, because my sister would work, and then she would come back home, and then she goes, listen, it's Friday, we have an event, so we have to go. And then she would do all this, and she would do all that. And I don't know how, because we were poor. We didn't have the funds. I don't know how she did it, but we found costumes, we found clothes, we found tracks. We were able to do it, and little by little we started defining ourselves. I don't know, most people, I don't know if you guys know, but my brother just like my sister, we all came from that music seed. But my brother was very good at a whole bunch of other things. I'm only good at music, just like my sister. My sister was good at music, but she was so smart. Tell me guess what you think she has done
After working?
After doing music.
The music.
What would be
being a manager, being a producer, doing something with music, right?
No, actually, she became like, she knew how to sell steel, bro. She sold. She knew how to get these people and how. I mean, and it's $1 million industry. You know what I'm saying?
So she stood in the industry.
How do you put a smart person into selling? You know, how did the best thing you can do? So that's what they did. And then in my head, I'm like, yo soy grasero. I need to sell this. I need to sell myself. You know what I'm saying? But it's really difficult when you have this.
What's this?
Because I don't look like Ricky. I don't look like Ricky Martin. So it's really hard because the industry tends to.
But you look great.
Of course, I love myself. I'm beautiful. My wife thinks I'm beautiful. My mom knows. My mom me dice que yo soy el nene más lindo del mundo, and I believe her. I believe my mom won't lie. My mom won't lie. She says that I'm the beautiful. So what happens is that I knew that I had challenges because of my obesity, because obviously there's something, but I remember Luther Vandross, and I remember Aretha, and I remember a lot of artists, but that's the American market. There is very few Latin artists who have achieved what I have achieved with all my complications, you know, and there's a lot of people who took it upon themselves to trust on my talent.
Right.
They trusted, and they gave me the opportunity to the point where it took my sister night and day. She would call like Baron Lopez. She would call people in the industry just to give me an opportunity. Just hear this guy live. If you hear this guy live, you're gonna understand that this man has it. And little by little, sure enough, I ended up getting signed. I ended up recording. I ended up doing things that very few people where I come from can only dream of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I one of the things that I can honestly say is that I am so blessed that I have shared so many years, because my sister also, besides selling, and she kind of took a little break from music, but then she started representing me.
Okay.
So she's still doing a thing. You know what I'm saying? So we started traveling, and I mean, we would need a different podcast just to hear the anecdotes and the things
I have to get you in the studio.
Yeah. But it's just amazing that I have been able to coincide my career with my family. Right now, my wife is the one representing. She's administrating and doing a lot of things that an artist really can't do. There needs to be a voice, a business voice, besides the artistic, because I would never put a price on my talent.
So you mentioned your wife. How long have you been married?
We've been married for 34 years. We just celebrated our 34th anniversary on January 20th, right?
Did you get it right? Did you get it right?
I got it. And
all right.
But we've been together for like 36 years.
Awesome. That's awesome. You guys are working together. You guys are actually living life together, and that's awesome, because a lot of artists, they travel a lot and the wife stays home. You guys are going together and doing it. That's amazing for this industry.
Yeah, and it's not easy, because it's not easy, because I still have a little bit of that little ego guy that thinks he's that artist from MTV. He sees all these beautiful hotties, but it takes me away from the temptation. It takes me away from that. Well, I'm not gonna mess up today because I have her.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't take away from me admiring the most beautiful women in the world. I have worked with the most beautiful women, especially dancers, models. It's been an incredible experience. But it's really good to have your feet solid on the ground.
Your rock over there. That's your rock.
Because even with my sister, because my sister me celaba del mundo. She was like, no, it's not happening. Listen, hussy, you're not. It's not gonna happen. And she would she would take care. She would take care. So you know, it's really good that I have been able to juggle my personal life and my business and my career the way I have, or else I would have been lost. Many years ago, I would have been lost.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier, some R&B people like Aretha. Are they your? Did they help you with your career?
Yeah.
Listening to them.
I think they have been essential to my life. But it's not just a few. There's so many artists that I can tell you, like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. When I saw that man perform, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm gonna do that. And to me, I didn't see color. You know, to me, there was never an element of color. To me, it was just raw, powerful talent.
Well, it depends on what year did you see him.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's
That
true.
was a little
It's
joke.
true.
That was a
Yeah.
little joke. You know,
Actually,
you guys get it. You guys get it. What
No,
color?
you know what's funny? I'm gonna tell you something. When my kid was 10, I think 10 or 11, I actually had to sit down with him and have a conversation with him to explain to him when Michael was black. And he looked at me and goes, Michael's in black. And I had to literally look and show him pictures of Michael off the wall when he was in Jackson 5. Because it was just a dramatic transformation.
Huge.
Nevertheless, to me, he will always be the king of pop. He will always be a very highly influential artist. You look at Usher, you look at Chris Brown. I mean, before Michael was James Brown. Before James Brown, there was somebody else. But in my generation, to me, Michael was highly influential. Now, I have variables, musically, vocally, Brian McKnight.
Come on,
Boys
somebody.
to Men.
Come on, somebody.
Luther, his silky voice.
Very white.
Bro, James Ingram.
Yes.
I don't have the heart. But you listen to these songs, and this man will melt you. Even if you're not in the mood, you'll end up crying. For whatever reason, they melt you. That's what they do. The Temptations, the Four Tops, Gladys. You know, it's like Gladys Knight. To me, all these artists.
So Motown.
But then I have in Puerto Rico, like Glenn Monroy. I have Danny Rivera. I have Sophie. I have Cheo Feliciano. Like Jose Feliciano. Like you have all these incredible Latin vocalists that they intertwine in a way that even Felipe Rodriguez, you know, Vicente, like bro, you hear these music, you hear these vocals, and then I didn't understand that these artists they all had their ID. Soy la sombra de una, and they're like, oh, that's Jose, and then you, ooh, lobo domestic, and he had that swag. Frankie, and you hear all these artists, and they all had an ID, and I didn't know. I just wanted to emulate all of them. So that's why you hear me in my show. I have so many covers because there's so many people that I'm so influenced. That's all. So I have a little bit of Michael. I have a little bit of Celia. I have a little bit of, you know, you hear my voice, and then I was like, oh, that's Michael. Oh, that's Luther. Oh, that's James. You know what I'm saying? So I have a little bit of everything.
That's awesome. It's amazing. So let's talk about a point in your career where you could pinpoint, right, the craziest thing that happens to you when you're out, when you're performing. What is one of the craziest things that you could tell our viewers that has happened to this artist, Angel Lopez, while he's out on tour, out doing your stuff? What has happened? What comes first in your mind?
Well, we were doing really good con Apuro Dolor. It was an amazing performance. They called us to do Y100 Miracle on 34th Street in New York City and Madison Square Garden. 98 Degrees, Brian McKnight, Tony Braxton, Whitney Houston, like John Cicada, bro, like the creme de la creme was there, and we were these Puerto Rican jibaritos included in the roster. So everybody did their show, we did our song, and then what I didn't know is at the end, there's always a miracle. There's something happens that night that they presented at the end. So the announcer goes, well, and now, ladies and gentlemen, for the miracle on 34th Street, and I heard people scream, and I'm like, I'm on stage, and I'm like, what? The king of what? The king of beers? They're gonna give everybody a case of, you know. So I have no idea. They're gonna give, or Elvis Presley? Is he, is he alive?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm standing on the left side of the stage, and I look, and I saw this being
Okay, now I'm waiting for him to say who it was. Let's go.
And
let's
I'm
go.
looking, and I'm like, no, this is not who I. And all of a sudden, he turns and he looks at all of us because we were all in a line. All these artists that I mentioned, they were all in a line, in a row, including Whitney, Brian McKnight, Tony Braxton, all these artists. And it's Michael on stage, and he started shaking everyone's hands. He started one by one. He goes, he's gonna get to the look at my doubt. He's gonna get to the middle, and he's gonna turn, and he's gonna talk to the people and leave. He started shaking everyone's hand. Okay, so I am shaking, and I'm looking at the people like, it's him. I'm here on stage because I'm more of a fan. Before an artist, I'm a huge fan. So I'm freaking out. My knees are literally like maracas. And I'm like, I'm gonna say something stupid. I'm gonna say something stupid. And then he comes. The minute he comes to me, right? All I can do is he shook my hand, and I bowed. Don't ask me why. I bowed as reverence, as respect. And then he goes and he shakes the hand of everybody else, and then he goes back. Whitney grabs him, and apparently Whitney was trying to push him to sing. And he goes, no, I'm not here to sing. I'm just here to wish everybody happy New Year, Merry Christmas, whatever. So all my life I wanted to meet this guy. Because he was my mentor. Like, this is the guy I listened to the radio. I saw his covers. I saw his video. So when the event came down, we went to our dressing room, and I just lost it, and I cried, and I couldn't stop crying. Like, not crying like novela. Like, I was like, so my man, like I couldn't be consoled, to the point where my manager goes to me, goes, hey, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I just reached my dream. I have nothing else to dream. I reached my goal. And what do I do now? I just met the man that I wanted to, that I admire so long. And he looked at me and he says, well, now it's time to write new dreams. Now it's time to make new dreams. And it makes me cry even more, because now I have to create new dreams. I have to start looking for new, you know what I'm saying? So the way he said it, Edwin Medina, que paz descanse, I miss you. And the way he said it, it made me more emotional. But it made me realize that, man, if you stick to your guns and you believe and you discipline yourself and you start moving towards that, it's not just waiting for it. You got to make it happen. And I'm going to say it. I have to say it. I never did it alone. Mm-hmm. My mom, my sister, my wife, my manager, God rest his soul, the group, the guys, Omar Alfano, Sony, all the crew, and everyone who gave us the opportunity to be part of that roster that night, gave us the opportunity to reach my dream. And I always tell people, it's not, you can't do it alone. You can never do it alone. You got to have a team. Without a team, it'll never happen. And even if it does happen, it's really lonely when you do it by yourself. It's something always nice to look to the right. I always do that. I always look to the right and smile and know that there's always somebody next to me, because I did it with somebody. I'm going to share that moment with somebody. I never did it alone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So
awesome. So do you have a new single coming out?
I have a couple of things that are coming out. I am very excited about it. I'm just looking for the internet, and the way the social media works is something that I've yet to kind of grasp, because I took it a little bit late. So I'm just trying to find a way of how to create minimalistic, cost-effective videos that are empowering and to release. Because before, people used to waste a lot of money in videos. Now it's not about wasting money. It's not about getting that point across. It's connecting. So I'm trying to see how I can make it work. You know what I'm saying? Because as an independent artist, I have my own record label, and I've just been doing, I would love the support. I would love to have a little bit more financial support, but nevertheless, it's not gonna stop. So instead of doing what I want to do, I just have to do it in a slower pace. But 2024 is powerful. It's got a lot of good things, and I can't wait for you guys to hear and to see, you know, because obviously there's a lot of people that say, is this the same guy that used to sing Apuro Dolor? Yes, I used to have hair. Yeah, so yeah.
So, one of the funniest things that ever happened to you, what has it been on the road? One of the funniest things that comes to your mind right now.
Well, okay, I'm gonna give you a twofer.
Okay.
I'm in Latin Grammys.
Okay.
Okay. In sync.
Okay.
In sync.
Uh-huh.
And I'm singing with in sync, you know. This I promise. Yo te voy a amar, right? The song with Apuro Dolor and all that. Everybody just went crazy. Puff Daddy was with Jennifer.
Okay.
J-Lo.
Oh,
Everybody knows that
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
And then everybody's in the front line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I finished performing. I'm looking at these towers, and I'm like, oh my God, tower, because they were all huge.
Yeah.
They're, I mean, Justin is a tall guy. Everybody thinks I'm tall. I'm not tall. So as they're exiting us, I'm looking and I see J-Lo and I see Puff Daddy. And I'm like, oh my God. But then all of a sudden I see myself that I'm growing. And what happened was that there was a yellow yard, a yellow space that they tell you to keep away from because the stage was rising up to close. Like it's a cover and then it rotates to another artist.
Wow.
But I didn't know that I was standing in that rising thing. So all of a sudden I'm looking at it and say, why is it, you know? And I started rising, and then Puff Daddy went like, is that supposed to happen? Is that an extra bonus performance? Thank God I saw it, and in about a foot of, I jumped off. But the thing literally just went. And I'm like, if I would have stayed in that, it's hilarious now. But yeah, I could have died. Okay, that would have been. I was like,
Not so funny.
Angel did a great performance, and he passed away right after.
He met Jesus.
Yeah, he met Jesus right after his biggest performance with NSYNC. But yeah, it was scary.
Can you grab my bag real quick? Thank you. Awesome. Angel, I want to thank you for doing this for Flava Podcast. Been knowing about you for a very long time. I actually need the bag. Thank you so much. Of course, from your brother, and of course, just by knowing your music. So I wanted to give you something that I love that you're a man of faith. I actually own a line of clothing, and it's called Faith Strong.
Ooh.
So I want to continue to tell you, keep that faith strong in what you're doing, because the world knows you, but there's new people being born every day.
Amen.
And they also need to know you.
Absolutely.
So Angel, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much, man. This is so cool. I wish we got to do this again. Thank you guys.
So camera this way. So this is your boy Los, LOS, from the Flava Podcast. I'll see you on the next rip. Your boy, gotta go. Peace.